Okay, so I think playing the Nautibone would maybe be better. We take up the Spectral Rider. It's a bit more. We're not the aggressive deck. Also, if we were the aggressive deck, playing the double white bear against his white deck does not seem very good. I mean, he's got intimidate, but he's playing all white guys as well. We start off with a fairly decent hand here, with Pilgrim and Sentry. Bone Your Worm is almost a mulligan right now. We need to wait till somebody dies for him to be good. The Creeping Renaissance is good for, it's a nice card to have, but you didn't really want to draw it there. For start, we can't cast it. It's double coloured, and we don't know how long the game's going to go right now. Our hand's not set up for it right now. I've also kind of noticed that our opponent's deck seems to struggle with spider spawning. That might be worth sort of noting. It might be like a good reason. I mean, maybe that is just our game plan, to spider spawning for loads, for big value, and to get him with it, take out a few of his guys, maybe Renaissance is back. Not really too sure, don't really know. Excellent, our opponent seemed to have kept a one-land hand, cracked with Traveller's Amulet to get another land, and now has to discard. Maybe we'll get a free win. If not, then our opponent has a bunch of spells. He might start to be able to draw out of it, and we may struggle here, because we've got 2 more land in hand, the Boneyard Worm, which doesn't do anything right now, and the Renaissance, which also does nothing. But we'll try to apply pressure and punish him for it as much as we can. He's discarded Into the Maw so far, which does seem like it'd be quite awkward for him to cast, given that he's so many manas away. Cannot. Drawing another land was not great. I think keeping the pressure up and just attacking him for 2 seems to be a reasonable line of play. He may very well not have many more plays after this, or he might just be have a glut of 3-drops. Mulch I would not be keen on, if not for the Renaissance. I mean, that's not terrible as well. We basically we would have drawn those 4 cards, so getting rid of them so far is fine. That's what this deck is like, it's fine. That's what this draft is like, it's fine. As well as the plays we're making and such. Nothing's ridiculous, and nothing's great. Not much to shout about, but we're happy here. So, he uses a removal spell on our guy. Makes our Creeping Corrosion and our Boneyard Worm live, technically. And at this point, he's now actually winning, because he has bigger guys. We have a bunch of do-nothings. And we're going to have to be on the defensive now. He has 5 cards full of effects, and we had 6 cards, which basically did not very much. But do you guys remember when I said Grave Bramble was quite good at what he did? We're about to see him do that. He's going to hold off his entire team for the great cost of 3 mana. Should probably tap a guy. I guess the vampires. So that's us another turn closer to playing a big spider spawning, or another turn closer to maybe one day playing excuse me, Towering Monstrosity. That Geist thing was perfect for us. We were quite happy he killed the Boneyard Worm, because we're going to just get him back. I think it might have been better for our opponent to have killed the Pilgrim that turn there and then. Although that grows the Boneyard Worm to 2-2, maybe he thinks that we'll mulch again or something. The Cleaver is not a big deal. Whoever he puts the Cleaver on, we can just Pilgrim. The knotted opponent is quite... must remember that the knotted bone will gain us double the amount of life. We have a lot of land now. We have how many? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 land. We can actually cast the knotted bone and flash it back all in the same turn here. Okay, so Fiend Hunter is probably going to get Great Bramble again. Oh no, he gets Tapper. Okay, so Priest taps a guy. Well, that's quite acceptable. I mean, that is a better card for him to take. But the Bramble will still protect us as well. So we draw even more land. I'm considering Creeping Corrosion right now. Not Creeping Corrosion, Creeping whatever it's called. Is it Corrosion? It is indeed. I mean, I'm not at a deadly total where I need to hold up Knotted Bone, so I can actually use it, refill my hand with just a few allies, a few creatures, play them, and then put myself in the same situation later. Creeping Renaissance, that was it. I would attack if the Fiend Hunter either had two power, or if the cap art threatened to kill the Fiend Hunter. He's finally drawn himself some form of evasion. If he had another land as well, he could have equipped one of his guys and attacked as well, but that's not so much the case. Another reason why I Creeping Corrosioned Creeping Renaissance there is that I have so much mana, I'm probably going to be able to flashback it and be able to still draw a card. Not draw a card, cast a card on the same turn. Yeah. An interesting play that could be done is I can play Boneyard Worm just to flip the Raven Sentry. Because I've got no allies in my graveyard, he would instantly die because he's a 0/0, and the Sentry would flip up. But that's unnecessary because my Sentry flips anyway, and because of the Elder Cap art, he's going to get 2 more counters and be the biggest guy in the field by mouse. And I'll play the non-value Boneyard Worm, like 1/1. I say non-value. I said non-value because I was thinking about the interesting play of using him just to flip the Militia, but that's not really that interesting. That would be less value. He's a 2/2 now, so we're more happy there. My opponent's also used his Smite the Monstrous, which can only really kill Sentry and Monstrosity, I guess. We do have a Spider and a Grizzled Outcast. The Spider only triggers or beats got Morbid, same with the Festard Boar. No, there's a card. There's a card we can actually flash back as well, if we ever really wanted to. You can actually cast it and flash it back on the same turn. That wouldn't do anything, but in the off time you wanted to. Off chance you wanted to even. So he's probably going to keep Fiend Hunter, which we're happy with, and I guess we keep Great Bramble. Because the Boneyard Worm will only be 3/3, and then the Great Bramble will be 3/4. If he equips the Boneyard Worm, not the Boneyard Worm, if he equips his Fiend Hunter, we can still tangle, we will trade, and I will end up with a Pilgrim back. It's got like 2 minutes left, and there's a lot of damage still to be done. I'll actually keep the Boneyard Worm. I guess I don't mind attacking him, if he's going to attack me or if I attack him. Pitchburn Devils is acceptable. There we go. It took a while, but we finally managed to draw that guy. Let's see how well he does. Got a bunch of 7 mana spells, like himself, the flashback on Divine Reckoning, and what's the other one? The flashback on Divine Reckoning and the flashback on Creeping Renaissance. Not 100% sure why I attack first. Maybe in case he blocks and he burns me, I'd rather him burn me than attack Monstrosity, die, and then use his effect on Monstrosity. If he burns me, I'm quite happy too, because Naughty Bone is going to gain me the life. My life is essentially irrelevant, and his my creatures are also essentially irrelevant because I'll get to get them back. I feel like I'm in quite a strong position here. He still has all spells because he stopped playing land, but I have 8/8 transfer, and if it dies, I still get 2 guys back. So I have a bunch of cards, I have a bunch of life, and I have a lot more time than he does. I think that's 3 minutes to 1.5. Thinking about playing Naughty Bone right now, not really necessary. If I play it now, he maybe steps up his game and is pressured into making more plays, making more attacks. But if he's under this false sense of security where he can maybe do 13 damage, that might be better for me. So, okay, he's making some monstrous now. That's what he's thinking about. He's thinking about maybe doing it on his turn. Doing it on his turn means that I would be able to attack with the creatures that I get back from him. So he plays that. In response, I will Gnaw to the Bone for 8 life. 4 of my creatures are still in the graveyard at that point, because I wanted to do that because he's about to return 2, meaning that I would only be able to gain 4 life from that. So gained a bit more life. We have a bunch of guys out, and Guzzle Outcast is going to hold the fort as well. He's now got a minute, slightly over a minute, to do 21 damage to me with his Fiend Hunter and 1 card a turn. That guy will probably not get there. Great Bramble will eat him good. Or at least I hope he will this time. So, we have a bunch of land. We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, access to 13 mana. So there's only 4 more land in our deck. We've not drawn that many extra cards. So I'm just going to end turn, have a 7/7, force him to do whatever. My attack there were not that great, so it made sense to actually pass as well. Yep, a bunch of guys can't block. Like, if he's spending his last 30 seconds playing cards that makes him unable to commit more guys to the board to deal with the 21 damage to me, I don't mind at all. Seeing as I'm actually not on 21 damage, I'm not on 21 life, I'm on much more with the Gnaw to the Bone. There may be some comments about cheesing him out by timing him out here, but I do think that with the Divine Reckoning and the Creeping Corrosion that I still have in my graveyard, I'm more than likely to actually kill him. I mean, he's taking 9 damage here. There is always the argument that he would have played, he would not have attacked with his Fiend on target if he had infinite time, meaning he would not take the 2 damage here, but the Fragrant Sentry he would certainly take damage from. Not the Fragrant Sentry, the werewolf guy. I'm not too sure what it turns into. I play the Divine Reckoning now just because I don't it makes sense to. He's unlikely to be able to beat me given the time scenario. But if not given the time scenario, I would have kept all our guys. I guess he would equip his Fiend Hunter with the Butcher's Cleaver, attack me with all his guys again, and he'd gain some life as well. Cultist is probably not going to do it with his 6 seconds left. He's going to get timed out. I am very confident in that. Well, I knew that's what happened because I'm watching the replay, but you guys will soon find out too that we win via that method. So, his end step, we decide to gain some life as well, just to insult to injury, another 8 life. And yeah, we'll pass the turn, and that's the game. Okay, see you guys for the next round.